Autism is a disorder that affects everybody. What the Center for Autism and Related Disabilities was designed to do and tries to do every day is to serve families and professionals in the community who are working and living with people with autism. Our particular CARD center has a specific region that covers Broward County, Dade County, and Monroe County, and we currently serve about 4,000 families who have an autism spectrum disorder. One of the things that CARD has tried to do in its effort to support individuals with autism in the community is employ several adults who have autism spectrum disorder. We think this is really important for us to set an example for the community that people with autism can work, people with autism do work, and people with autism are reliable and effective and efficient employees as well.
Before I came here and get this job, I volunteered at the high school for 2 years. I worked at the University of Miami for 5 years. I'm an office assistant. I make copies, I file stuff away, I empty the shredder on the 3rd floor. I like folding the notices because I do different things when they have the big mailings for me. I like all those machines and the technology. I love being at church. I love getting involved with the political stuff. I hold signs and stuff. I love it. I help out at church 2-3 days a week. I also run a lot. Running with this running group called Tropical Trotters, they taught me how to run right and balance my meals and stuff. I completed the half marathon, and that was the biggest accomplishment I've ever made. I was happy and I was glad to get into the working world because it helps me have a little bit of independence. I have spending money. I can buy if I decide if I want to buy this. I don't have to ask my mom for money all the time. Yeah, I went to Weight Watchers and pay $13 every week now.
I was diagnosed with autism since I was a little kid. I was homeschooled because the school system, they wanted me, put me in like a special classrooms or something. It's difficult trying to find a job. My dad talks to people with the school system and at his work and Greater Miami Chamber of Commerce and all. And I went to different places, interviewed for different jobs. Peter Mundy and Dr. Michael Alessandri hired me. And at the card center, I work full day and I do I do filing, I do copies, I do the mail, I do errands, I do a lot. I get to talk to people, help them out. They have helped me become more independent. I live on my own. I volunteer for Shake a Leg. I love helping with children with autism. That's why I participate in like events with the Walk and Autism Society and lots of different organizations. I'm trying to get the autism insurance bill passed. CARD gives me a good salary so I can go and spend it on buy things, and I go save up for like retirement and so forth.
I went to college at the Philippines. My favorite class was mathematics. I have been working for CARD for over 2 years already. My mom helped me find a job here. My favorite job as a volunteer is to organize books at the library, organize packs of paper for photocopying. Working at CARD has made me more independent. I go to the mall, I do the laundry, I do the dishes. I can tell you that the most difficult for me to do as a person who happens to be working at CARD is to stay grounded and to stay consistent in the job that you're doing. If I were given the opportunity to thank the 3 people at CARD today, it would be Mr. Rosilion, Mr. Grana, and Ms. Sotelo to get me where I am today.
You embarrassed me. Come on, let's do number.
Stephen has been working here since about fall of '06. Stephen does everything from making copies to putting together intake packets to folding brochures. He's doing tasks that he wouldn't have done before. He is, and he's socializing a lot more than he ever did. He loves socializing with the people here. It's great for him. He's got friends. His mom says that she's thrilled because it's not something she has to facilitate. It's just him making friends on his own. And he's got a support group here. Sometimes jobs change, and sometimes it can be a little thing. You know, Stephen sometimes deals well with change, and sometimes he doesn't. after work, we usually take him to play basketball, assuming he's earned it by earning his 4 quarters. If he loves to play basketball, he'll play for an hour at a time, 2 hours, whatever we let him play. He has a blast with it. The quarter system is something his behavior support specialist helped us come up with. It's a way for Stephen to understand that he's earning money and actually get to spend it. He gets a quarter just for getting to work successfully, and then 3 quarters throughout the 3 hours of the day. Every hour on the hour we give him a quarter, assuming he's done all his work. And once he earns 4 quarters, we'll hand him $1 at the end of the day, and then he'll go and play basketball, and he uses that $1 to get into the gym. So it's actually him earning money and getting to spend it. His biggest motivator is basketball.
The good news in autism today is that because of early identification, because of early intervention, all the kids are getting better. Unfortunately, we have recently received pretty substantial cuts to our budgets across the state, and these budgets are going to leave us pretty devastated. One of the ways we're trying to support ourselves through this budget crisis, and even before the budget crisis, is to try to raise money from the community. We also hope to use the funds to expand our adult services division. I have a young man that I know very well who's 22 years old, who I worked with when he was 3 years old, and now has gone to college, is living independently, working independently, calls me every week or so just to check in, to tell me about his life. And it's a wonderful accomplishment for him, and it's a wonderful reminder to me that children with autism do get better.